everyone, I'm Vanessa May Climaco, and now I am going to share you about the camera art. So, camera art it is a technology has revolutionized the visual art. So, visual arts material. So, it talks about we talk about the camera art. So, throughout history, artists have tried to imitate nature since the early 19th century. People have been able to capture nature because of technological advancement. So these are the other ones, camera art. So the video art. So video art means artists appropriated TV to make video art. So video art is familiar to us. And the digital art, which means artists use computer to make digital art. So, photography. So, in photography, which means it is science and art. Photography is a matter of selection and interpretation. The word photography comes from the Greek word meaning to write with light. Then photosensitive, light sensitive, and prints. So these are the example of the photography. Then next, this one, the NASA Earthrise. Next, cameras. So in camera art, so there is a camera to use. So the camera is similar to the human eye. So it has aperture. Aperture means the opening in the camera through which light passes. Shutter, the mechanism that opens and closes the aperture. Candid, a photograph is which real life and motion is captured. So in film, there is emulsion, which means an active layer of small particle of photosensitive silver salt suspended in gelatin. And negative film, which has been exposed to light and chemical treated. Areas of light and dark are reversed and negative. In film, there also have an exposure. Exposure means time that the photosensitive material is exposed to light. So let's have a digital photography. So digital photography translates visual images to digital and into which is recorded in the disc. So the advantages of the digital photography are no need to deal with film, immediate gratification. Next, can manipulate the images on the computer, diba? So can print them yourself. There also a disadvantage of digital photography. So in digital photography, disadvantage is do not have the sharpness of film unless you can afford a very expensive digital camera. Files are large. Cannot always obtain the quality of film. So next, the camera obscura. So the camera obscura was literally a covered box or a darkened room with a pinhole to project light and image on the opposite wall. The image is projected upside down. It also used to trace a scene and get the correct perspective, the camera obscura. So this is the camera obscura. Like what you see, it is the old camera. Oh, yes. So next is the gig type. So this is the The daguerreotype is invented in 1829 by the Nipsey and Louis Jacques Mendy Daguerre. It is used as thin sheet of silver-plated copper. So the negative, it is also the part of the film. So the negative, as you can see, this is the negative. It is invented in 1839 by British scientist William Henry Fox Talbot. Authochrome. So authochrome is invented by Louis Lomery in 1907, which making it a film. So as you can see, this is the authochrome color. So it has a glass plate coated with 3 layers of dyed potato starch that serve as color filter. So as you can see that. So portraits is a photography made portraits available to the middle classes. Became popular in the 1890s and 1850s. The Nador Gospel. So this is the Nador Gaspard Felix third action. So photojournalism. So photojournalism is a revolutionized the capacity of news media to bring realistic representation of important events before the public's eyes. So Alexander Gardner first used the camera to record major historical events such as the U.S. Civil War. So these are the example of photojournalism. See Alexander Gardner. Next is Dorothea Lange. Is also the example of photojournalism. And this one, and Ron Berard.
Photojournalism is revolutionized the capacity of the news media to bring realistic presentations, important events before the public eye. So, photojournalism is the capacity of the media to bring realistic presentations as the important events before the public eyes. So, it is an important event. The first person who used the camera to record historical events such as the U.S. Civil War is Alexander Gardner. Alexander Gardner, who used photojournalism. This is his example of photojournalism entitled Home of Rebel Sharpshooter and The Migrant Mother by Dorothea Lange. Photography as an art form. In 1902, Alfred Stieglitz founded the Photo Session group dedicated to advancing photography as a separate art form. Photography has the capacity to steer us relationship to topography in an image because photography shows as a present in time. We may wonder about what has come before or what happened after. This is an example of photography as an art form by Sandy Skoglund, The Radioactive Cut. In cinematography, the art of making motion and picture. So there are many types of cinematography that also has a motion pictures that they do not really move, but they have as we have seen, there is an motion. The first example of this is the MyBridge Cinema Graphics experience. As you have seen, there is an riding by the man, which is also, as you have seen, this is has a motion because he that horse is walking or something that we have see that we can see that they have a motion. So the additional techniques of cinematography that are also has a motion is the color motion picture. So this is by Victor Fleming, entitled The Burning of Atlanta. So this is also have moving motion picture. As you have seen, the fire here is going up. So next we have the varieties of cinematographic experience.
Hello everyone, I'm Daniel Mundo. They give me the topic, digital art. So what digital art means? Digital art is an artistic work or practice that uses digital technology as part of creative or presentation process. Since 1970s, various names has been used to describe the process, including computer art and multimedia art. Digital art is itself placed under the larger umbrella term new media art. Digital art falls into three basic categories. First, digital painting. Second, digital photography and darkroom. Third or last one, fractals. There are several subcategories and of course, the artist can combine any and all to create their own unique version.
So this is the end of our presentations, entitled Camera Art. So authors said, look at the things around you and imagine the world around you. If you are alive, it will mean something to you. And if you care enough about photography and if you know how to use it, you will want photography that meaning. Bye.